The next one we got, this is gonna be a crazy one. Suga Sean O'Malley and Pedro Munhoz. Now look, we got this thing. We know Pedro is underrated, and every time you count him out, he'll go out there and he'll get a win. I just don't think this is one of those times, personally.
Me neither.
I don't see it. I mean, Sean would really have to drop the ball here. I'm gonna be real with you.
My thing was that, like, Pedro never been knocked down. Well, he's never been knocked out. I think he's never been knocked down
Up until now.
This is my thing, right? Like, what if Sean can't get him out like in the first or second round?
Man, he 10-8 him for he 30-27 this dude.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see how Pedro. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's ways for Pedro to win. He got good submissions. He can knock people out. Don't get me wrong. Pedro ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar, Aljamain Sterling, John Dodson. Ain't none of these people no slouches, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Sean, you got to realize, Sean, I don't know if you know this, bro, but Sean ain't even in the top 10. Like,
that's crazy.
He's not in the top 10.
But he hasn't earned it, though.
I know. I'm saying he has to. His name is further along in the rankings than his actual
body of work
is. And people talk about Sean fighting for the title every single week. Sean has to win this fight, bro. Like, he just cannot lose this fight. He already had his one fuck up, and that was against Cheeto.
And now that's not a fuck up. I really do believe he undefeated. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't buy the Cheeto shit. Like, everybody in the world seen Dog Knee go out. Seen it.
Yeah.
And up until that point,
he was winning.
He was tagging his ass up.
And it's like,
but look at Cheeto now, though. He's been on a tear. So in hindsight, it's like,
it ain't a bad thing. But the fact of the matter is, like, his ankle or something twisted in the fight, and he fell and and then covered up. Well, he was covering up his ankle, and then he got TK. He didn't even go to sleep or nothing, but he was holding his ankle while getting punched in the face, and the referee stopped him. So it ain't even like he really just lost. It ain't
he went out like a G. He went out like a G, in my opinion. Because Marlon ain't want to jump in there for real. Like, he really was like, because before he went and tagged that leg, like when he found out it was a leg thing, he was really kind of like, all right, let me come in there. Every time Sean was hitting with a pow, every time on the 1-2. So,
and this might be.
So y'all don't think, because I'm looking at Sean O'Malley, like his statistics, he has 64% takedown defense.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at that.
Who took him down?
I think it was it?
So you talking about one of these early UFC fights, bro, from 2018?
Because
the last 3 fights, he didn't get taken down against Paiva, Matino, Thomas Almeida, and I think he maybe got taken down once by Marlon Vera or something like that. I mean,
hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna say, if I'm Pedro, I'm attacking the knee. I'm attacking his legs, bro. Leg kicks. They don't mix up the takedowns. This fight going to the ground. This fight, this dude is evil. This fight going to the ground, man. Like, fuck this, bro.
But do you think Pedro can do it?
No, he can't.
You got to do it.
He's not going to do that.
Pedro not going to do that. I don't know what God Pedro prays to, but Saturday morning he need to get up bright and early when the sun come out, and he need to go out on the back of the balcony of the hotel and lift his hands up in prayer and ask God to give him a vision of what he needs to do, because
or just not show up in the
octagon. Or just not show up, because I'm thinking Sean O'Malley put him away in round 2.
Another thing about the Sean O'Malley and the Cheeto Vera thing. Tell me, you can go through Marlon Vera's joint right now. Outside of an aging Freddie Edgar.
Oh, this is disrespectful. This is disrespectful.
Outside, listen, I love Frankie, but Frankie, his style is like AI style. It's based on quickness. Yeah. So outside of that, who has, Cheeto really impressed, like, beat for real? Like, you just go last 4 or 5 years.
We saying that, but Frankie, he can beat a lot of people, man. Like, we always sleep on Frankie. It's almost like when he don't get the credit he deserves, man.
But it's like if you look at it, like, actually, Frankie beat Pedro, bro. If Frankie could beat, he won a split decision.
Oh, that was a robbery.
Oh, actually, they robbed Pedro. They really robbed Pedro.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
But, bro, really, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the crazy thing. He was beating Cheeto before the front kick. That's the crazy thing. Remember Remember, Frankie was winning and he got kicked in the face at the end.
I think he's right, David, because dude, like he lost the Pedro fight. He got knocked out by Corey.
They should have never made that.
Knocked out by Marlon.
Who set Frankie up to fight Corey Sandhagen in 2021?
He got TKO'd by Korean Zombie. I think he's right, David.
Bro, why did they have him? Bro, he got knocked out for the first time by Brian Ortega, and they subsequently made him fight Cub Swanson, Max Holloway, Korean Zombie, Pedro Munhoz, Corey Sandhagen, and Marlon Vera. He should have been retired in 2018.
But that's his fault, though. Like, shit, he won the glory.
Man.
So now he got a story.
Yeah, well, hey, so what you think gonna happen?
Man,
I'm going.
It's tough, man, because like, dang, man, Pedro never been knocked out before, man. So
first time.
I'm gonna say
that's what I was about to say.
First time for everything.
I'm gonna say Sean versus, but I just got that Cody Garbrandt fight in my head. Bro.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I ultimately want to see Sean and Adrian Yanez throw them things. I want to see swinging and banging. Dude, there's so many good fights for Sean O'Malley to make going up. I mean, I wouldn't want to see Sean lose his fight at all, just because there's more exciting fights to be made with Sean than Pedro. If I'm just being real.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm going with Sean here.
I'll finish.
I mean, look, by something. I mean, whatever he want to do. What you mean? So what you going with?
Nah, we ain't gonna let you slide like that. What's the finish? I need to know the finish.
I'm gonna say, I think he might be able to put him away. The only thing, I think Pedro can survive for 3 rounds. I think Pedro tough enough to where he'll get outclassed and outpointed for 3 rounds. I would say 30-27.
And I think Sean is kind of risky to kind of just make it too much of a firefight, man.
Yeah.
I think just go out there and like do like damage, like win like in dominant fashion, but not get too aggressive, man. Like fight safe, man.
Because Pedro will knock your ass out if you
exactly.
Like, oh
yeah, he ain't no bullshit. I fuck with. But I'm going Sean O'Malley 2nd round.